am not going to sugarcoat Islam and say X, Y, and Z, which is not true. So I am morally biased. Everyone else is biased. Those who are non-Muslims, Jews, Christians, atheists, crazy people, terrorists, whatever they are, they're all biased in their views. How do you minimize this bias? Is by critically examining what you want to learn. So even if you are searching information about Islam, where would you go in the internet? Are you going to type in Google and the first page that comes up, you think this is going to give you true information about Islam? Do you think Google search is the epitome of research methodology? Try to understand that Google is only a search engine. It will bring filth as well as gems.
Absolutely.
What you need to do is find out the sources where it is appropriate for the information to be located. If you want to know about the definitions of pedophilia, for example, that you will hear a lot of anti-Islam bigots always talk about. If you ask them for a definition of pedophilia, they won't be able to provide one. Do you know why? Because they have not bothered to search the definition in the proper sources. Pedophilia has definitions from sociology, from biology, and from the legal field. Did you know that? Pedophilia is defined legally, socially, politically, biologically. And yet, you hear people are saying, oh, X, Y, and Z was a pedophile. And you think their criticism is true. Notwithstanding, questioning the very fact that, what are you talking about? Does pedophilia mean eating too much chocolate? Is that the definition? So what is it? So any information that you want to verify, you want to learn, you have to go to the appropriate sources. Say someone says, oh, Islam goes against the scientific reality of today. It has something from science that it contradicts. Did you go to the science and to the scientific sources to understand what science have to say about this? Did you go into the Quran or the Hadith or the tafsir of our literature in which this is discussed? Or did you just plainly talk about what people have given you on the surface? So my dear brothers and sisters, my dear youth, understand that there is a research methodology which needs to be applied in your learning with critical analysis. And once you do that, you can filter. You can filter what is untrue, what is misleading, what is hidden as true, but in reality is not true. You can filter all of this. Once you do that, then it will open up to you an avenue of knowledge that you'll realize that you can tread on and learn more and more easily, without any confusion, without any misleading of your own self. Because at present you may be thinking, I'm confused with all this information around. Where do I learn? Do I learn from my teachers who tells me that there is no God? Everything came by chance. Or am I going to critically examine this question? Once you know where to search for information and how to do that, you will see that your task of knowing and learning about Islam and answering criticism about Islam becomes much and much easier. And then you will take on what we have been asking you to do, to take the lead, take one step forward from us, and you take this responsibility of da'wah and apologetics forward on your shoulders. If we have inspired you in some way or another over the years in Speakerscorner, then we think, yes, at least we have done something.
Absolutely.
If that is it, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. If you think we haven't done enough to inspire you, what is stopping you to take the responsibility yourself, because ultimately da'wah is fardun kifaya. It is a collective responsibility. If someone is not doing it, if you are able to, you need to carry on doing it.
And currently we don't have enough. Currently, globally, we do not have enough people doing da'wah. So people who are watching right now, you must understand that you must play your part. You must come forward and contribute by making a YouTube channel, by talking to your family, your friends, get active on social media, use social media for something positive, right? Stop browsing, stop watching TikTok videos, stop wasting your time on Snapchat and all that. Start making positive videos to make this world a better place. If people are spreading hate, start spreading love. If someone is trying to spread darkness in the world, then be that beacon of light. And it's very simple. Is Mansur made of iron? Is he a superhero? Is he a Superman? Is he like, did he come from the heavens? He was born here in this world. He's a human. One day he woke up and he realized that he wants to do dawah, and he did dawah, and here we are 25 years later, alhamdulillah, it still continues. Some of you just need to make the first step. Just come forward and start talking about Islam. And make sure you talk about having learned about Islam. Know the basics before you talk. Know the basics and then keep learning. When questions come to you, no one is perfect. No one is a scholar at birth. So we learn as we go. We learn as we go. People ask questions, you learn. You go and find answers from the right sources. You go and give answers. And that way you will see your knowledge has grown. Your knowledge has grown so much that in a year or 2 or 3, you will see that you can effectively defend Islam and even preach Islam, to take Islam to others. It is a duty upon us, the Muslims, to tell the world about Islam, how beautiful a faith it is, by our actions and by our teachings. Okay, it starts with the family and then it goes everywhere. We have to be a positive force in the world. We have to be seen as a solution, not as a problem. I think we stop here.
We'll stop here, but I want to make an important message. The background image that you see has nothing to do with us.
Yeah. Disclaimer.
Disclaimer. This individual has come. This individual has come here to have free publicity.
Whatever is behind us, don't endorse it.
Just ignore what's there. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله ولكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Sending video. I am with Allah. And you are with social. You are with social security.
Not good
Allah
manners.
meet me every day.
Why do you want people to listen to you when you don't have good manners?
We have a plan for you. Allah have given me permission to rule the world.
Now listen, Allah has given him permission to rule the world.
This is mine.
Jazak Allah Khair.
Barakallah.